Hi everybody, Ed Diaz here. Today I wanted to share a really cool layer that I kind of came up with on my recent trip to Houston. So it's going to have a lot of brass and some polysols and some berry and some bass. So it's going to be pretty cool. So let's get started and let's build it now. So first off, I'm going to go inside my FA and I'm going to hit the studio set buttons. So press both of these at the same time. First thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside my FA and I'm going to go ahead and hold down the shift, press and hold, and I'm going to press Studio Common. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create an initialize studio set. Okay, so that's going to take any of the effects that were on that studio set or any of the sounds. It's going to clean them off for me. So I just have a clean space to work. So just press select and initialize OK. Now that that's set, I'm going to go ahead and exit. And I'm going to press those two buttons again. All right, as you see, all the sounds are just full piano. Okay, it's just a totally clean slate as far as effects and sounds. When I was in Houston, I was asked, can you make a big horn sound? First off, I started off and I went into my horn area, my brass and wind, and I chose number 258. And that's this one here. Sounds pretty good. And I said, well, hold on. Let's go ahead and add another brass. And I went to brass again. And this time I chose number 608 over here. And that's the full straight brass right here. Now, let's go ahead and put them both in the key bed. So I just cursored over to the keyboard column, spun the wheel, turn them on. And they're both in the key bed, so check it out. Pretty good. Now, one trick that I like to do is I like to put a little bit of synth, maybe some polysols in there. So I went down to the next section, and let's turn this off just so you can hear. Went down to the next section, and I went into the synth area, and let's press enter so we can pop it open. And I went into the synth poly key, and this one, it's one of the old PCMs that's any of you guys that have known me, some of my old buddies. This is one of my go-to sounds, and I just love this sound. And the sound that I like to use is this polysols. So, enter. Notice if I play it a little bit soft, not so hard, and I put a little bit of oomph behind it, it kind of bites a little bit. So now let's put it with the other ones. So let's take that first one, the trumpet and sax section, turn it on. Now let's do the full straight brass with that trumpet and sax section. Now let's go ahead and put it with that polysols, the synth. You know, and if I wanted to, you know, there's a little bit of delay on that polysol. Let's go into there right now and adjust that. So hold down shift. I'm going to go into my effects edit and see it's a 3-tap delay. That's what it is. Let's go ahead and hit MFX and let's adjust that right now. So I'll probably make it a little bit faster delay. And I hit the enter button so you can pop open and see. And I might do 16th note. So we have a faster delay on it. And so that way we don't get so much slap back right there going on. Great. There you go, and you see it has a nice sound, even on the low end. Cool. Now let's go ahead and add another sound. I like to put a little bit of berry in there, and so let's exit out of here, and let's go into my fourth spot, and I went into my horn once again. So that's a brass wind. Press enter. Let's go in and look around, and that's in the wind area, and I believe that one was number 243, the berry section. There you go, in the sax section. Duh. And here we go. Boom. So I'll go ahead and put it in there too. Sounds pretty cool, but we need to go ahead and make a split because we can't have it with the rest of the instruments over here. So remember, cursor down, and I'm going to hold down my shift and adjust that upper section because I want it in the lower but not so much in the upper. So hold down shift. Let's put it on G, and that's cool. And you guys can adjust it however you want. So now, and now I might actually go in a little bit deeper and hold down shift, part view, and I'm going to go into my pitch area, and let's drop that Barry down 1 octave. So very quickly we have a very nice 4-part sound, 4 tones going on to give us a nice full horn section with a Barry. And let's have a little bit more fun. Maybe I want to go ahead and put a bass in here too. So let's get out of here. And one of my new favorite basses on this instrument is, if I go into my bass section here, I really like that compression finger bass. So once again, I'm going to have to go in. Let's turn it on, and let's adjust that upper. So hold down the shift. I think I did G, make it match the Barry. And now let's go ahead and press and hold, shift, go into part view, and let's drop it down 1 octave. So now we have that. We have all the horns in this lower end here, plus we stack the Barry down here, plus the bass. So we're going to have a very rich lower end of this. And then the upper end is going to be nice and brassy. So very, very big sound. So that's a sound I want you guys to kind of play with if you're trying to get a big horn sound and just really fill it up. Maybe do like a Tower Power kind of thing. Give this a shot. See if you like it. Adjust it to your parameters. Now let's save it real quick. So I'm going to go to my right button here. Now remember, I did adjust the tone. Let's go back. I adjusted that tone. Number 3, the polysaw. So first thing I want to do is save that tone, how I edited it. So I'm going to go ahead and write, and I'm going to save that tone. And there's an initialize spot there. I'm going to rename it polysaws, and I might just call it ed, since I adjusted it. So okay, I'm going to write that tone first off. So now that that's written, now I can go in and write that studio set. And so select, let's call this one, let's call it TOP, my little Tower Power kind of sound. We'll call it TOP set, something like that. And it's not exactly, but it's in that flavor, okay? So you can name it whatever you want right there. And insert. And now I have something pretty cool that I can use. Now let's press enter and find a clean spot we can put it. I'll put it on number 7, select, and write, and OK. So as you guys see, pretty easy to go ahead and make a really good horn section. And I just used that 258 trumpet and sax, 608 full straight brass, a synth, polysaws. I bet you a lot of you guys didn't expect that. And then a Barry sax, and then a bass, and those were octave shifted down 1 octave. So this is a sound that we created very quickly, and I wanted to share it with you guys, so I took a picture of it so I could share it with you guys here. So check it out. And there it is. I hope you like it. Check it out, and you guys take care. Talk to you later.